Okay, in this video, we will go over percent, and percent just means per every 100. And as an example, 5% is 5 divided by 100. So percent is per every 100. 5% would be 5 divided by 100. And now we're going to evaluate 3 problems, and this will be the first one. We want to evaluate 20% of 200. So the way we're going to do this, I'm going to show you 2 methods. So 20%, you can say 0.2 because 20 divided by 100 would be 0.2. So 0.2 of 200. So that means multiply. So we're going to multiply by 200. So let's try this out. So 200 times 0.2. So we'll do multiplication. And I'm going to show you another way, like a mental trick. Times 0.2. So 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 0 is 0, 2 times 2 is 4, and we put a little dot right here and we count. We have 1 decimal right here. So 1 decimal to the right, so we got to go right here to the left. And so our answer would be 40. Or you could say 40.0, which is, 40. And so we can box this in. So that's one way of doing it. But I'm going to show you another method that you can kind of do it mentally. And the way we can do this is we got to think, let's say instead of 20%, let's say the problem was 10%. And 10% of 200, all you have to do is go 1 to the left. So that would be 20. But we want 20%, not 10%. So 10% of 200 is 20, and we want 20%, which is double. Double means times 2, so it would be 40. So that's another way of doing it, where you do it mentally. Okay, this will be the next problem. Again, we'll do it two methods. So 15% of 30, again, 15, divided by 100. And whenever you do 15 divided by 100, you get 0.15. So 0.15 times 30. So let's do this. So 30 times 0.15. 5 times 0 is what? 0. 5 times 3 is 15. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 3 is 3. And let's combine everything. So we get a 0, a 5, and 3 plus 1 is 4. And we count the 2 decimal places to the right. So we go to the left twice. So 15% of 30 would be 4.5. Again, this is one way of solving. And next, I'll show you how we can do it kind of mentally. So the mental way is, 10% is always very easy. So we'll try 10%. So 10% of 30, well, 30 times 0.1 would be 3. Now we want to know 15%. So we need to know what is 5%. So half of 10%. Half of 10% is 5%. And so half of 3 is 1.5. And so 15% using this method, 10 plus 5 is 15. So we have 15%. We combine these two. 3 plus 1.5 is 4.5. So we solved it another way. Now we have one last question. 32.5% of 40. Same procedure. We'll write it as a decimal. 0.325 of 40. So we're multiplying. And let's do it both methods. So 40 times 0.325. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 4 is 20. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 4 is 12. So everything is lined up. So we bring down the 0, bring down the 0. 2 plus 8 is 0. Bring a 1 right here. 1 plus 2 is 3. And this 1 is by itself. And we count how many decimals do we have to the right. 1, 2, 3. And we have 3 zeros, so cut them out. And so 32.5% of 40 would be 13. Now, I'm going to show you the other method, which will also work in this problem. Again, I like 10%, so let's do 10%. And 10% of 40 would be 4. And we want 32.5%, so we can easily get 30%. It just times 3. So 10% and 30%, the difference is 10 times 3 is 30. So we do the same thing. 4 times 3 is 12. So we have 30%, but we want 32.5%. Now, one thing that could also be pretty easy is 1%. If 10% is 4, 1% would be 0.4. And now we want 2.5%. I suppose it's easy to get 2%, just double. So 2% would be 0.8. And our last thing is trying to figure out 0.5% because we want 32.5%. So 0.5%, also pretty easy. If we know 1% is 0.4, so 0.5% would be 0.2. Okay, now let's organize what we have. So 30% is 12, 2% is 8.8, and 0.5% is 0.2. So if you combine everything, 30 plus 2 is 32%, 32% plus 0.5% is 32.5%. So we get our 32.5%. So now we just need to add. So 12 plus 0.8 plus 0.2. 0.8 plus 0.2 is a regular 1. So 12 plus 1 is 13. And it matched. And that's all we need to do to, solve percent kind of problems.